Greetings. I'm Chris Raptor, Raptis Real Estate. Welcome to another short. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research, like and retweet and share. It all helps with the algorithm. So my experience over the last 20 years of being in property, I'm doing a midweek, mid-month wrap up. And my observations of the Adelaide real estate market is that the stock levels have tripled, which is very unusual for this side of the calendar year. So winter, we're basically seeing spring level stock in winter months. Now, what is that off the back of? I'd say probably due to increased interest rates that they are proposing to do. Again, we just had the rates on hold, so that's fabulous for mortgage rate holders, especially young families doing it tough out there with the cost of living crisis that we're all occurring and observing and being a victim of. So that being said, we've had capital gains concession tax reforms talk. We've also had negatively gearing reform talks, grandfathering, you know the drill. It's been in the news constantly over and over again. The hatred and negative talk for the Labor government and for the Albanese establishment is real. It certainly is disappointing. We saw the Liberal Party, Stephen Marshall, probably the worst Liberal leader the Libs have ever had, grouped land tax reform that really hurt the market and landlords. And this is just going to the next extreme, which is, certainly being reflective in the property market. What does this mean? It means that auction clearance rates have come down, stock levels have tripled. I believe that buyer interest has pulled back. You're hearing all the agents talk about it. I don't like to talk about the negatives, but it is out there. The market has turned. Certainly my clients have been told to wait. Unless you absolutely have to sell, I wouldn't at the moment. That's just my plain and simple advice, whether you hate it or like it. The real estate agents, the government are the ones that win. The lawyers are the ones that win because they've shaken you out of your positions. They've scared and taken the confidence out of the marketplace. They've hurt small businesses. Remember, the excise tax is going to come back up on petrol. You watch what's going to happen now with commuting and families. They're going to start hurting, especially if they're talking a rate rise. So a lot of doom and gloom going on at the moment. No one knows what the future holds. It's all crystal ball shit. But as I said, people have been shaken out of their positions. They've listened to